the inimitable Zachary Levi. What's up, guys? Hi, how's everybody doing? You guys excited for a colony panel? Are you excited for a colony panel? That's better. You know how it works here. Please, I'm going to call you on everything. Has anybody been into any other... Is that door shut? Why, it's just so loud back there. They're having such a great time. Has anybody been to any other panels so far today at Nerd HQ? Fantastic. Wow, you guys are the real... you woke up really early that morning to get all these panels. All right, well, listen, I think because we're already kind of passed through a little bit, I'm just going to bring them out. You guys ready? All right. Hey, listen. Without any further ado, I'd like to bring out the cast and crew creative team from Colony. Please welcome Ryan Condal, Carlton, Cuse, Josh Holloway, Sarah Wayne Callies, Peter Jacobson, Tory, Kittles, Amanda Rigetti, and Adrian Pasdar. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Don't hurt your voice.
First of all, thank you guys for coming back to Nerd HQ. This is our second year with us, which is a huge, awesome thing. And they've brought new people, guys. There's new people. Except that Pasdar character. I don't know who the hell he is. What's up, buddy? They brought back really beautiful people. So listen, you guys have been here. You know how this works. For you guys who don't, who are here for the first time, it's your time and it's their time. We get to do whatever the hell we want. You can say fuck if you want to say fuck. Fuck. You can say that if you want to. You can do whatever. You can do whatever you want. See, nobody said that on your team, so only I can be implemented. Whatever. I can't even talk. There you go. But these guys have questions. They're gonna raise their hand. They get a microphone, and then you can have one person choose who gets to ask the questions. You can have me do it. We can do whatever we want. Does anybody have a question? Nobody has a question?
No
there we go.
Question. Wow.
There's a question right here. Why did you come to this panel if you don't have questions? And where is my booze? Yes, go ahead.
Hi. My question is for everybody, anybody who wants to answer it. If you were in the situation that they're in on Colony, would you be resistance, or would you just go with the flow and...
Collaborate? Go ahead.
Collaborate. I didn't want to say that, but I would collaborate just because it's scary to be resistant. So, what would you do?
Peter? So, anyway, yeah. Go.
Fuck. I don't mean fuck. I would fuck.
Welcome to Nerd HQ.
I was just saying it to get it out.
Yes.
So we can say it. I would totally collaborate. Like my character in the show, I'd like to think I wouldn't, and I'd be like him or like her, kind of like him, or at least I'd look like him. But that's never gonna happen. So my feeling is that I would do whatever I needed to do to stay the fuck alive.
Tory?
Fuck.
I really, see this, I didn't want to start that. I'm just saying.
You did.
You
I'm just
implied
saying
that
it's
we
a
were
loose
not
environment.
okay
For
saying
God's
fuck.
sake. For God's sake. Wow, what a precedent.
Yeah, no, I'd like to think that I would collaborate, but I probably would resist.
Yeah?
Wait, really?
Amanda?
You had that backwards, I think.
Yeah, absolutely, because, there's some perks to collaborating.
Yeah,
what I
you
hear.
get green zone perks.
That's right, see? Haves, nots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Amanda, would you collaborate or would you resist?
I would probably collaborate. I would do whatever it took to keep my family alive. So if that meant to resist, I'd resist. If it meant to collaborate, I'd collaborate. If it meant somewhere in the middle, I had to change my mind, I would.
Don't be wishy-washy. Don't be wishy-washy.
I'm a little wishy-washy.
Make a stand.
Just saying.
Pasdar.
I would resist. I would resist like all of you. And no, I don't.
Wait, where is your microphone? Do you not have a
I'm
mic?
a classically trained lesbian.
Yo, Joel Telling, can we get? Oh, you got to talking to the plant for
Talking
God's
to the
sake.
goddamn microphone.
There you
bitch.
go.
All
There
right.
you go.
We didn't approve that.
Yeah, no, I would definitely.
You would resist. You would resist.
I would resist. Yeah. None of you are conformists. I can see it. Would you collaborate? Come on, in your heart.
Show of hands. Show of hands. Who here would collaborate? Show of
You guys
hands.
would
1, 2, 3,
all
go.
fucking collaborate.
Right.
So who would resist?
That's what I'm talking
there you
about.
go.
I'm with
There you
you.
go.
That
There
is
you go.
such bullshit.
Sarah. So Sarah.
But-
So Sarah, are you saying that you'd resist? You wouldn't collaborate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I fall on my sword for anything. I've
Yeah.
got like a medieval sense of loyalty that's gotten me into more goddamn trouble already.
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
And Josh?
I'd make sure my family was safe and make love to the first alien I saw.
I'm not sure that was the question, but that's fantastic. That's great. Carlton.
I'd be like, if that's collaboration, I'm in.
What?
No, moving on. Don't worry about it.
this on-
Don't look behind that curtain. Carlton, resist or collaborate.
Why does it burn when I pee?
Well, when a man and a woman collaborate in,
This is supposed to be a
I don't know,
highbrow
this-
panel.
yeah,
Yeah, we started out
this
talking
has never
about,
been highbrow, Ryan. What are you talking about?
We started talking about idealism, and then by the time it got this far, it turned into STDs.
Well, that seems like a pretty natural progression, if you ask
Josh
me.
is fucking aliens. It's like
I definitely would not have an STD.
Good. But would you resist or would you collaborate?
I would resist the STD.
Okay. That's a very
That is well
that's a very
played.
wise and diplomatic answer, Ryan.
He's well played.
I would collaborate with Josh. He's very handsome.
Ooh, yeah.
Have you,
Me,
There's all
you,
sorts
an
of shit
alien,
going down
threesome
here
with the
that I-
alien? Come on.
all right, fantastic.
New
Next
show.
question, please. Let's get out of here. Wait, did you ask the last question?
No, she
Who
was.
just asked, who asked the first question?
No, she did.
Oh my God, I am
She
so
was-
turned around right now. Do you want me to pick other people,
You
or do you
should
want?
drink some more.
Clearly, you can't. so
I
I'll
don't.
do it.
Zach, would you
yes,
collaborate or
Your
resist?
question, please.
Would I collaborate or resist? I would fully resist. I can't. I can't, the idea of acquiescing to any kind of power that is trying to take away freedom and take away life, even if they have made a very good argument for that. If you follow your own heart and your own intuition and you know that what they're doing is absolutely wrong, you have to resist. You have to. I think, but that's
All right, I'd resist too.
lady in the lace.
So the first thing I want to do is thank you, Zach, for hosting an amazing event.
My pleasure. Absolutely. Thank you for being here.
That raises money for a great cause.
You're welcome.
So thank you so much.
Thank you for spending your money and helping kids around the world.
So it's an amazing cast here. So I'd like to know what inspired you to go into acting? Because you're so great.
Josh.
Well, I think from very early on. Oh, sorry.
I fell through the cracks, no shit. I tried everything else. I opened a restaurant. I fucking did construction of all sorts. I thought I was going to be a professional soccer player, and none of that shit panned out. So here I am.
Sarah?
Lucky us. This is such a cheesy answer, and I'm so sorry, but I grew up in Hawaii, and Hawaiian mythology was a part of how I was raised, and so I was kind of raised to believe that storytelling is sacred and that we know who we are by the stories that we're told, and I wanted to be a part of that. I know I like want to punch myself in the throat for
No, that's
saying
awesome.
that, but like it's kind of true.
That's awesome. Peter?
When the 20th person on the street stopped me thinking that I was Steve Carell, I thought, well, fuck. This is maybe a good business to get into. So I thought I'll try to do what he does. And what Sarah said. No, I just wanted to, well before fucking Steve Carell was working, I was hitting the boards. I just always wanted to do it. I thought it was really fun. I love the community of it, and I just think actors and writers are just crazy, great people, and I love being around them.
Awesome. Tory?
Oh shit, fuck.
Oh, what
I was
Shit wasn't approved.
Yeah. Oh.
No,
that's
no,
right.
shit was not
My
approved.
bad.
F-bombs only.
Rookie.
Fuck. When I was younger, I couldn't put two sentences together. Like literally, I couldn't talk. I had a speech impediment, and I remember having to get up in front of the church and do like an Easter poem, and I got up and I said, hi, my name is Tory Kittles, which came out perfectly fine, and then I said, I'm gonna say Happy Easter, and then I just nodded up, like completely nodded up, ran out of the church, scared, you know, broke down, all that shit. And then was like, fuck it. I'm gonna overcome it, and I'm gonna just lean into the thing that scares me the most. And so that's what I've been doing ever since.
Right.
Brigatti.
I'm kind of like Josh. I fell through the cracks.
Really?
You
tried to be a construction worker? I
saw you there.
I would love to hear about
a
this.
delivery person. No, I started in the modeling world, and it didn't really work out for me the way that I had thought it would. And I took some classes and sort of really fell in love with acting and decided that I wanted to pursue it. And I didn't really think it was going to pan out too much, but it did.
Well done. And Pasdar, you were a former model.
Well, yes, I was a former underwear model. I'm kidding. No, I'm not, kind of. I remember thinking growing up, I want to do so many things, and my dad said, no, you got to pick one. And then he said, you can't have a plan B, by the way, because if you have a plan B, plan A won't happen. So I said, fuck it. I threw one in. Yeah. I'll do it all. I got to be an astronaut. I got to play the president. I've got to play generals. I've got to play cowboys. I got to play it all. I got to do it. It's given me a chance to travel around the world and meet really incredible, this present company excluded, people. And I'm grateful for that.
And Ryan and Carlton, what attracted you guys to writing?
You know, when I was in 4th grade, my teacher was reading the Chronicles of Narnia out loud, and I was so compelled that I made my mom go out and buy the...
Who's this actor? Yeah,
That's
literally
hilarious.
the little, yeah.
The Chiron said
The Chiron.
Carlton Cuse actor.
But you are really
no,
performing for us right now, so it makes sense.
What?
You're performing well for us right now.
I loved you in the Briscoe County Junior pilot.
I was in the Briscoe County Junior pilot.
So you were
Here.
you were here in the Chronicles of Narnia.
Previously on Colony. That's me. That's me. I'm, you know. So I made my mom buy all the books because I couldn't stand to wait till the next day. I read ahead. I was just so absorbed, and I don't know. You know, I always had like stories coming into my head, and I was writing stuff down. I started writing a novel when I was like 12 years old. And,
Wow.
It just, I don't know. It was just something that was always just in my brain, and feel fortunate that it worked out that I could make a living doing it.
Yeah.
For me, it was actually kind of a similar story. I was the weird kid when.
You were an accountant, right?
Yeah, well, that was the plan B. Thankfully, that didn't happen. But no, I was the weird kid, 12 years old. Everybody else wanted to be a policeman, fireman, astronaut, and I just wanted to be a novelist. But I loved movies growing up, and I was just obsessed with them. But I think I didn't realize until later in life that movies were things that were written. You know, it was a director's medium, and once I realized that was a thing that you could do and make a living at it, I just became totally obsessed with it and pursued it with every fiber of my being.
Rock and roll. Yeah. Let's give it up for that. That was some thorough answers all the way down. Next question. You gotta. Am I picking them or are you picking them? I'm gonna
pick them.
You pick. Carlton, get on it.
You.
Who's already holding the mic. How convenient. Perfect.
I did that pretty well.
Very good conviction.
Yes, okay.
This is for everyone. Can you tell us what we can expect from your characters in season 2?
Who wants to start?
Adrian should start.
Because it's you.
I need a quick conference with Ryan and Carlton. I have no idea what's in store. I mean, they've told me a bunch of stuff just to keep me around. I don't know what's really happening. I just know that I get to do a lot of stuff with this tall drink of water, which is pretty exciting. So I'm looking forward to it. I really don't know.
Amanda?
What I know is that Maddie has sort of solidified her position with Nolan, and she is sort of moving up ranks and they're sort of the power couple. That
Totally.
power couple dynamic is happening in season 2, and the tables have turned, so to speak. So in season 1, Maddie was really relying on Katie for Oh, dynamics. Maddie was really reliant on Katie for emotional support and insulin, and now Katie has sort of had things stripped from her, so she's coming to Maddie because Maddie is in more of a power position. So there's a really great dynamic happening between Katie and Maddie in the second season.
Tory.
Oh, there's a whole lot more coming up. Right, Carlton?
Yeah. That's right.
Oh, Peter.
Okay, there's a
Previously on Tory. Peter.
Snyder by the end of the first season was ceremoniously dumped, but he doesn't fall too far. He's gonna fight his way back. History is littered with comebacks, great historical comebacks, and I hope and feel that Snyder will be remembered as one of those.
Is that what they told you?
That is what they told me. And then I die.
Sarah.
I think Katie followed her ideals off a cliff, and we find her at the beginning of the second season at the bottom of that cliff, with a lot of blood and guts and pain, and it's about fixing what went wrong. I think turning her attention away from maybe the philosophy and the ideology of it all and turning it back towards her family, and trying to get everybody, as many people, back under one roof again as possible.
Josh.
Will is going to cut his hair.
Really? Are we having a writer's pitch
Just
right
checking
now?
in there, checking in. Trying to chop this. Come on, what do y'all think? Chop it down. Like,
See?
cool.
No. See? What I was telling you this.
Yes over there.
You got one yes.
You got like
You got one yes
you
and a
got 40
sea of hell no's.
And one the chick with the hat up there. She's
Fuck.
also.
This is my turn.
He's like, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Will, yeah, I don't know. He's been oblivious so far, and he still will be. He will.
He's a man on a mission.
He will
he still
constantly
wants
try to get his kids together,
get his family together.
His family together, and until that happens, there's not much else he can do except make love to an alien. Carlton.
Nice.
Do you guys want to comment on just kind of anything as far as the directions of these specific characters, or just where you wanted the show to go, what you're trying to do in the second season?
We definitely wanted to make the show. We started the show not that dystopic. We're going to make it a little bit more so this year. I mean, Schneider has been kicked out as proxy, and the new guy that comes in is not as friendly or as user-friendly as Schneider. So the world is a little darker and a little scarier for our characters. And then, do you want to speak about the science fiction, Ryan?
Yeah, we're doubling down on the science fiction this year. I mean,
Who loves that idea?
The first season we really wanted to tell this very, insular story about this one family trying to survive under this extreme circumstance, and everything that happened really in the first season was told through the point of view of one of the Bowmans. And this year we really want to open up the world and tell a much bigger story that expands beyond just the Los Angeles block and tells a story in the Santa Monica block, as Will searches for Charlie, and then we even have a story that we're going to tell this year that's outside the colony. So stay tuned, because there's a lot of exciting stuff to come.
Next question. Carlton, you're calling him.
Yes, this young woman over here.
Hi, I have a question kind of just for everybody. Specifically, I'm thinking of Sarah's current projects with Prison Break and Colony. Can you guys speak to what it's like to have a couple characters in your head, in your body, like you're working on multiple projects at once?
Noisy.
Normal.
Hectic.
Anybody else with a singular N word that they'd like to throw out?
Hectic. Hectic.
Hectic? Neurotic.
Yeah, neurotic.
Neurotic. Definitely neurotic.
All right, I think that answered that. Next question.
Okay, who else? Yes, right here. Near the front. You, yes. Stand up.
You got a mic.
Stand
Right to your
up.
left. Right
Tell
to
us your name.
Right to your left. That doesn't.
Tell us your name.
My name is an alien. No, I'm kidding.
Ooh, yeah. I like your shirt. I like your shirt. All right.
Wow.
All right.
If it didn't cost so much to fix, I'd let you drop that mic right now. I would literally.
That's where it went. My wife said it was lost in the laundry, and then now, like, you have it. Look,
That's
you have one,
fantastic.
too.
Will all the people with the
my
Peter
God, you've
Jacobson
got one
t-shirts
too.
please
stand up? You
'Cause
stand up. Look at that. Oh my.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh,
Is it going to be a battle royale? Are you going to fight
I'll
each other
make you
to
a
the
new one.
death
I'll
again
make
with
you a new one.
Josh? Let's do it.
That's pretty cool.
Are awesome.
My name is Elena, so it's not an alien, but it's really close.
Oh,
It's close enough.
Close.
I'm not
So-
that. Hey, oh.
Right.
And
Okay,
what
but
is
you-
your
That's
question,
okay,
dear
I
alien?
know.
Wait, hold on. Wait a second.
Back there.
So you decided you were going to go for the sleeve modification.
Yeah.
So but because you didn't want to be looking exactly the same. Was that the deal?
Well, I didn't care.
She just wanted some ventilation.
It's called flavor. It's called flavor. Okay.
Okay. Go,
Well,
go ahead.
We don't have a
Do
question.
you have a question for Peter?
Well, no.
because I'm happy to answer it. As Josh.
Yeah, don't cut the hair, by the way, okay? Don't.
You know what? I mean, they get their vote counts like 5 times each. 10 each. I mean,
For the T-shirt, I guess I can't cut my hair.
No.
okay. So, do you,
Okay,
Elena, do you have a question?
I sort of, well, no, it's really directed towards Josh, so I guess
Shock.
we're on the right track here.
Shoot.
Josh, yesterday was your birthday,
Yes.
Birthday!
and so we come bearing gifts.
Oh my.
Yeah,
That's so sweet.
Come on up.
Oh,
That's
wow.
very sweet and perfect.
very
Yes.
welcome. And we don't sing, just so you know.
But we could all sing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Josh, who wants to sleep with an alien. Happy birthday to you. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
There's a
All
bunch
right.
of money in that box, isn't there?
I don't know.
And your phone number.
Okay.
Next question.
All right, next.
Thank you.
You're
Very sweet.
You're stealing my thunder here, dude.
Sorry.
Next question, please.
Carlton, can
putting
you
it
call
down,
on the
I'm putting it
lady that's wearing the Ryan Condal shirt, please?
Yes. Anyone with a Ryan Con? No. Okay. Someone else must have a question. The woman with the polka dotted headdress. You have a question. Do you? That's a hat.
Make something up.
What's your question?
That's good.
Tell us your question.
If you had to have a
You
question,
see what I
would
got
it
to
be?
deal with? It's terrible.
All right, we have a question down here. Yes.
Hey guys, so are we gonna see any more of the factory? Are we gonna get more of it in season 2?
Ryan.
I will say we're going to learn a lot more about it. That's what I will tell you. Stay tuned.
Woman with the polka dot.
We'll answer Peter will answer a question on literally any topic you
Bring it on.
have.
Come on.
If you have
Bring
a
it on.
personal
There you
problem,
go.
he'll solve it for you. Yes, back in the back there. Yes, ma'am.
First, thank you all for coming. Aside from Colony, what's been your favorite character to do? Unless Colony's not your favorite characters.
Yeah. Josh.
I played.
No pressure.
I played a sex therapist named Feb with a PH, which is short for February. And this was way back when independents were really independents and you had to help carry the lights and shit. And he only wore track pants and flip-flops. And he had a portrait of himself behind him. And sometimes I would match the angle. But it was a fantastic role, you know, to play, and he was ridiculous. but fun. And of course, it never went anywhere. Except my living room on Beta. Remember Beta?
Beta.
We totally need to do that, just the track pants thing for season 3.
Yeah, I want to find this movie. Crew screening.
Josh has the beta.
Oh, that's true.
I got the Beta.
You just have to find
We need a Betamax player.
Who's got a Betamax player?
Sarah?
It would probably be a play I did a couple years ago called The Guardsman. Just unlike anything I've done in a long time. Super feminine. I looked like a girl, which hasn't really happened yet on screen. Yeah, it was wonderful, and then theater is terrifying, and I like being scared.
The best thing I auditioned for was for a commercial to be the spokesperson for the state of Kentucky. Which makes so little sense if you just look at this fucking face. There's no way, and I've never gone into an audition more certain that I was not going to become the spokesperson for the state of Kentucky. A really gross murderous pimp on Law and Order, SVU. The shirts were really cool and the jewelry, and I don't usually get to do that stuff, so that was great.
Probably the first film I ever did was this small movie called Tigerland, which was an independent. And
Great movie.
Oh, thank you. And the role wasn't very big, but it was my intro into movies, really. And I made a lot of great relationships. And one of the other things that made it special was that we filmed it on a base that my grandfather was stationed at during World War II. And while we were shooting, the director, Joe Schumacher, he was like, "What are you doing after this film?" And he said, "You should move to LA and I'll help you out." So I moved out a week after we wrapped, and he called up a big agent and got me a meeting, and that started my career. So that was the most influential thing I've ever been a part of so far until Colony.
Amanda?
I think for me it would have been Haley Nichol on the OC. Yeah, it was sort of my big break, and it was an amazing cast to work with, and it was a really fantastic show to be a part of, and for me that was one of the most memorable roles that I've played.
Adrian?
I had a bunch of great ones, but the best, I think, like Tory, for different reasons, was probably the first thing I ever did was Top Gun. They took us up in F-14s, and we got to go from Miramar to Reno, Nevada, and back.
You were in Top Gun?
That was you.
Did you like that better than Mission Impossible? Which was more fun for you?
I don't know, Josh. Your experience with Tom?
Yeah, very professional alien.
Tom is one of the nicest guys you could ever want to work with.
Amazing.
On set.
Super
one of the
professional,
greatest-
for
yeah.
real.
I remember one moment we went to, he called me up. Do I have a second for a tiny little?
Of course, yeah, totally. If it's true.
Totally. Trust me, I couldn't make this one up. I was a new kid on the block. I guess at that point I was 19. Oh my God. And he called me up, said, "Hey, we're going out for drinks at the Officers Club. Would you like to join us?" I said, "Yeah." But I thought you had to really get into the role. You know, at that point I'd come out of New York, and so in my hotel room I had posters of F-14s everywhere and books open to aerodynamic study, and and Tom said, "Well, I'm in the lobby. I'll come get you at your room." I'm like, fuck! I ripped everything off the walls, trying to shove it under the bed, and seconds later it was... And he answered the door. I answered the door. He was standing there with that smile. Josh, you know the one.
I know the one.
I think we all know the one.
The one that says, "You're cutting your hair, boy," because I'm not.
Exactly.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, and we went out to the Officers Club, where I learned that it's actually 8 hours bottle to throttle. That's interesting, right? You can drink right up until you have to fly, or 8 hours before. Wow. And this is not like earlier. I do have a point. I know you're going right now. But we went out, and I realized for the first time in my life that you could actually do these things, hang out with these people, learn lessons from folks that you otherwise would never meet, and call yourself an actor. And that was the first entrance into the reality of it for me that made it possible. So I would say Top Gun was that film for me.
That's awesome. It's also awesome that we all just learned that you were in Top Gun. That is fascinating. We're all gonna go home tonight and be like, we're gonna be literally Netflixing like, wait, where the fuck is he? Where the fuck?
Here's the kicker. You know how all the names had been given out, the call sign names. So when I got to the set, because I wasn't a written-in character, Tony Scott, this is a true story, said, I'm writing a picture, you're the right fucking caliber. It's big dicks in the sky, turbo thrusters, fucking rock and roll. Great. Are you in? I said, yeah, I think so. What did you just say? To Marjorie Simpkin, she said, yeah, you're in the movie, but he doesn't have a part for you. You're gonna write it. If you just show up, you'll make it happen. So I get up, obviously I don't have a character, so there's no character name. I dig into the prop box for my call sign, because there was only 2 left. Chipper. And here was my great insight into acting. I go, they're calling me Chipper. That's my call sign. So I'm just going to be like this in every scene. So you see me in the hangar behind Tom and Anthony Edwards, and I'm like that. That's like the first intro. Anyway.
It's a bold choice. It's a bold choice.
Hey, listen, I'm all about bold choices. I learned that from you. Come on.
My first day on a film set ever was on Risky Business as an extra.
No.
Yes, they needed a lot of little
scene?
Jewish boys from the North Shore of Chicago at the party at the end, and I fit the bill perfectly. And I was one of like 1,000 kids at the party, and I had a moment actually where Tom Cruise walks by in the kitchen and goes, "You having a good time?" And I was looking at Rebecca De Mornay at the moment, and I went, "Yeah." And then they moved on, and they cut it out. They cut it out of the movie. But I feel like we have a bond over the years.
This is 6 degrees of Tom Cruise right here.
It is. It is. Yeah. Okay. Do I have to tell my Tom Cruise story? So I was.
Your Tom Cruise story? I can't wait. This is going to be the best Tom Cruise story I've ever heard.
Tom Cruise.
So when you screwed Tom Cruise, what exactly?
No, that did not happen.
Don't backpedal now, Carlton.
I went out with a bunch of guys to play paintball, like when I first got to Hollywood, and Tom Cruise shows up, and he's like one of the dudes playing paintball, and I never played paintball before, and they like blow the whistle, and then it's like everybody's running. It's like actually very adrenalizing.
Oh, yeah.
Kinda, like scary, and just going through the bushes, and like frickin' Tom Cruise pops out of a bush. It's like, shit, Tom Cruise, and boom, and just shoots me.
Wow, you got shot by Tom Cruise? By paintball?
But he did it in the kindest and most charming way possible, too.
He's got the
He was like, even with
smile.
the mask on, you can still see the smile.
He's got the smile, and then just fucking nails me.
You're a rare. I think there are very few people that can say they were killed by Tom Cruise in a paintball game.
And
I want to be killed by Tom Cruise in a paintball game.
Me too.
Come on, doesn't everybody? Any other Tom Cruise stories before I move on? Because honestly,
do you have a Tom Cruise story?
I don't. I wish I did.
All right. What about a favorite?
You look like
role
Tom Cruise.
Situation.
I look nothing like Tom Cruise.
What about your favorite role? Like, what's your
Favorite Tom Cruise role?
No, your.
Oh.
That you played.
This isn't my panel. It's your panel.
Well, yeah, but you're here.
But you're here.
I honestly don't know what my favorite role has been. That's difficult. Obviously, Chuck was what gave me the platform that. Thank you. You have great taste. That's what gave me the platform that I have, and it was an incredible journey. And we just right before you guys, we actually had a little. It was called the Zach and Friends panel, but it was because we were trying to get as many of my cast from Chuck back together, and Yvonne even Skyped in. It was a lot of fun. But that was great. But like I don't know. I mean, Tangled was an awesome thing to do. Getting to do a Disney animated movie is amazing. But I've
Who are you in Tangled?
I was Flint. Take it easy.
You're
Not everybody knows everything that everybody fucking does. It's all good.
I watched
what the fuck,
Tangled.
Josh?
I watched Tangled to death. Your stock just went up for me.
I'm Flynn Rider. I'm
fuck.
the main. Yeah. Frying pans. Who knew, right?
I practically had a Tangled dress. My daughter wore out 4 of those damn things before it was over, and And you're Flynn. Wow.
I'm Flynn.
Stock,
Or Eugene
stock
Fitzherbert,
through the
depending
roof.
on- yeah.
You know, I mean, your stock was already high, but now.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I think you should keep your hair.
See, aren't you?
You look good, buddy. It's a good look. And look, not everybody.
You're not helping
I
me.
can't-
Your
look,
stock
I'm
is
telling you-
dropping.
Hold on,
Stock
Josh.
dropping.
I'm telling you, because I can't pull that off. My hair. I'm not Jewish, but I have the craziest Jew fro ever. Like if my hair keeps growing out, it just goes absolutely bonkers. I can't get the cool little like, oh, look at that coif. Look at how it comes down on the side. This just becomes a ball of crazy. That's what it is.
You're
So
not
enjoy it, okay?
Okay.
Jesus.
All right.
But back to me.
And see, that was see.
What?
aren't you-
What? Smolder.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
There went the smolder.
Wow.
I
I think that was a good question that I asked. Yes, this woman up here.
Buck. Sorry. Everyone else?
Thank you. Thank
What
you.
have I done? What have I done?
Pre-approved.
Thank
all
you.
good.
Feels good, don't it?
It does. It feels amazing. All right. I love everybody on everybody. I had a question. Sorry.
You seemed unsure.
You love everybody on everybody? Is that what I just heard?
yes.
That's what I
It's a
just
lot
heard.
of love.
I think that's what I
It's a lot
heard.
of love to give.
This has gone out of control, and I love it. Continue.
All right. No money, no object, no nothing. Like you could, anything you wanted to do that you've never done before, and doesn't. What would you want to do?
Ryan.
That makes sense.
Like a project or like anything in life?
Anything in life
Oof.
or a project would be really cool.
I really. Jeez.
Adrian.
Interrupt. Virgin Galactic.
Oh yeah.
that?
Yeah. It's a good
What's
answer.
that?
Definitely.
I would have loved to have been a professional athlete. Unfortunately, I was cursed with a body that goes very against that. But I a professional hockey player. I will take that. Yeah, I would have loved that. It was never gonna happen. So it's okay. I'm over it.
He's not over it.
Obviously over.
Thanks for helping me dredge up these dark memories. I really appreciate it.
Broussard is a hockey player. That's a hockey player name. That's why the character is called Broussard.
Exactly. Yeah. French Canadian hockey player.
Yeah. Go ahead, Adrian.
And your mother.
You had an answer down there. You jump in. Adrian.
No, he said he wanted to go
I
on
think I
Virgin Galactic.
misunderstood the question.
Virgin Galactic. Oh yeah, sorry.
It's solid.
Yeah. I
Okay.
missed. Oh, that was good.
Oh, I think that's a solid choice.
Okay.
Thanks.
Who doesn't want to be in zero gravity? Everybody wants to be in zero gravity. And if you don't,
Not really.
then not really. You don't want to know what that feels like?
Well,
Do you know what it would do to his hair?
Nauseous.
It'd be amazing. It'd just be flowing. If he had it his way, his hair would do nothing. It'd be too short. Now it'd be fantastic.
Like
Carlton.
Tangled, we're bringing it all around.
Carlton, what would you do? What do you want to do? We other than hockey player, we know you want to do that too.
God, you mean like trade roles with somebody?
No. Like
just like
if
do
there's
something.
like go to the moon, be a
Go
hockey
to the
player.
moon. I think I'd love to
Be a
race-
hockey player on the moon.
No, I mean I'd like to race in a Formula One race. That's
That'd be
what I'd
awesome.
Like to do,
Heck yeah. Wow. Heck yeah. Josh?
I'm kind of a
I
car
can
guy.
make that happen.
Really?
Yeah. Long Beach. You want to do it?
Wow.
I just raced NASCAR last month out in Irwindale.
Wait a minute, but you don't get in Long
You
Beach.
can
You
do
don't get to
Formula
you
One.
don't get to race in a Formula One race. You race in the
It's
Toyota
a celebrity race, but it's a Formula One car.
But no, it's not. It's a Scion. You're in a Scion.
You're a Scion.
I've done this race. You're not in an F1 fucking
All right,
car. You're in a
whatever.
Scion.
I think we need to
Well
determine
done.
whether or not Adrian was actually in Top
Top Gun or not.
before we
Yeah, I don't
accept
believe it.
Any of this
Yeah.
race car bullshit.
I don't know, Chipper.
So chip down,
Thanks a
Chipper.
lot, Chipper.
Chippy.
Josh, what's that thing?
God, that's
It's a good one though,
hard
right?
one.
I know. That's why I like HQ, because all these guys are like, what would you do with this? Boom. And you're like, shit, that wasn't moderated. I don't know.
I would ride, if it was possible, I'd ride a roller coaster all the way across fucking America.
Wow.
Because I fucking love roller coasters. I don't know why, but they make me laugh uncontrollably. So that would be cool. I could just and the
And
hair,
the hair.
good for the hair.
But but there. No, I'm sorry. Like I have this paranoia thing. Like he'd be a very. If you did it all the way across America, it'd be a high likelihood you get hit with a bird like Fabio.
Many birds. Many birds.
You guys know that story, right? Fabio was going down this roller coaster. He was there because they were opening a new roller coaster, and he was like, the introductory guy, and he's going down, and he hits a bird, like boom, like right.
It was because of his hair. See, if I cut this hair off, I would not attract the pigeons.
Can you imagine how many people they had to go through on that list before they landed on Fabio? Well, who can we get?
And what a poor pigeon
think Tom
when he
Cruise
went back
available?
to his place, like, oh, shit.
Like, all right, I'll open the roller coaster, and then you get hit with the face with a bird.
Carlton, I love that you essentially became Debbie Downer in that moment. It was like, I want to ride a roller coaster, like the most little kid, like awesome. I want to ride a roller coaster across America. Yeah, but what if you get hit by a bird? It's true, though. He could get hit by a bird. And you have to eat a lot of bugs on the way. Sarah, what's that thing?
I want gills.
Gills?
I want to be able to
Hell yes.
swim with the fishes.
Heck yeah. Like Kevin Costner from Waterworld?
No, not like
Patrick
Costner.
Duffy,
I'm sorry.
man, from Atlantis.
The movie might have had some problems, but that was a badass character.
That was awesome.
It was a badass character.
I'll be honest, I didn't see it. I'm sorry. I was going to argue with you, but I would be pulling it out of my butt. Water.
Adrian was in it.
Yes, Adrian was in it. That's right. You were like Hopkins' like right-hand guy on the Oiler. That's right. Totally.
Yeah.
Peter, what's that thing?
This is not an ego thing, I swear to God, but I would love to be president for like a week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, just to sort of all the cool shit and the nuclear codes and just all that. I just think it would be fascinating beyond belief. And then I'd be done. That's it.
One week.
That's just like Trump.
Well, let's hope he never even gets that week. But anyway, oh yeah, he was president. That's true. That's true. That was fake.
And
that was very, very, that was very,
what
very
was it
fake.
like?
Yeah.
What was it like? Was it amazing?
I'll tell you, the best part of the whole thing, they were building the set. It's the one they used in the West Wing, and they were building it, and it's to the T. It's dialed in. You think you're in the Oval Office. That's what we call it.
That's what we call it. Yeah. That's what we TV presidents call it.
No, that's what they call it.
There's a whole group of us.
Up in the O.
That was the O for you.
I'll see you up in the O. But I fell asleep asking the guys. I said, man, can I just take a nap on the couch here? Because I just want to get, accustomed to the thing. And I fell asleep, and it was lunch break. The construction guys had left. They were doing the final touches. And I woke up, and it was quiet on the set. Nobody was off. Nobody was on the set. They were at lunch. And I opened my eyes, and I was in the O. It was a very strange moment to look around. Everything was dialed in just as it would be. The resolution desk. I don't have to explain that, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right. We all
That was-
saw the National Treasure, didn't we?
Yeah, and I went
Wait,
looking
whatever.
for the thing, and it wasn't there. But there was a gun taped under it with duct tape. What do you think that means?
So when you woke up,
What's happening right now?
in the O, what did your O face look like then? What was? Moving on, Tory, what's that thing?
Yeah. I would want to build a wall around the motherfuckers that want to build walls around motherfuckers.
Copy that.
Amanda?
Shit.
I mean, you've had 15 minutes to think about
I know you did. Thanks. Thanks for that. Professionally, if I could do anything, I'd be a prima ballerina.
it. Oh, wow.
If I could do anything in the world, I'd have somebody fucking push me out of a plane so I could skydive, because I've always wanted to do that, but I'm too chicken shit.
I'll do that.
You can do it. You can do it. It's awesome. Has anybody, show of hands, who's skydoved? Skydoved. It's amazing. It'll change your life.
Yeah.
And by the way, once I did it in Vegas and I did it in Sydney. Well, it's not actually in Sydney. It's like a little ways, like it's in Wollongong, which is like a little bit. They call it Skydive Sydney, and it's 2 hours away. That's false advertisement. But it's amazing. And honestly, and if you go, and I seriously encourage, especially by the way, anybody who has like a fear of heights, go. It will cure. First of all, it'll cure your fucking fear real quick.
That's my problem.
But also, you realize that it's you don't even feel like you're falling because there's no point of reference around you. If you were to fall off like a wall or a building or whatever, that would suck, especially if there's nothing to catch you. But you'd see the building flying up next to you and you feel that falling. But if you jump out of a plane, all you feel is a whole shit ton of wind in your face, like you're a dog sticking your head out of the window, and or a kid, like we all did, but you don't feel like you're falling at all, and it's amazing. It'll change everything you think about, like
That
life.
solitude when you pull the chute.
Oh yeah, and you're just drifted. Yeah.
No.
it by yourself?
But don't do it by yourself. Do it with because you can do it on a static line.
You want
But
some
then
dude strapped to your back?
depends on the dude, Adrian.
Whoops.
But you get no free fall if you do a static line. So if the first time you jump, you can either get hooked up to a line where you jump out of the plane and it pulls your chute for you, and then you get no free fall, or you get hooked up to somebody tandem and they're the instructor, and you get to fall for like a minute.
Jump
And
out with two guys on either side of you too, and do your circle of awareness, and then when you sign off, you can pull the chute and they let you go.
yeah, and you were in Top Gun. We get it.
Have you bungee jumped?
Namaste. Namaste right here. Thanks.
Would you bungee jump? Have you bungee jumped?
I have bungee jumped as well.
Which is more fucking terrifying?
I don't know. I mean, bungee jumping, you feel the falling more, but it's not quite as high. I mean, look, with any of this, you still have to trust the people that are setting this shit up. I mean, you're putting your life in somebody else's hands. But I think if you live your whole life and you never put your life in somebody else's hands, then that's what love is, right? You're putting your life in somebody else's hands. And not that we have to, not that we're really practicing that love aspect with our bungee cord instructor. Although you never know, guys. You never know. But anyway, I highly recommend it. I think it's fucking awesome. I think anything that makes you feel alive is awesome.
All right, let's move along.
Yeah, there you go.
Next question. Oh, yes, you finally do have a question over here. Thank God.
Oh,
Wait, all right.
Let's go. What's your name?
I finally have a question. I'm Chris,
Hi, Chris.
and I'm wondering actually about Colony.
We would hope so.
That's why we're here.
What's that show?
I was wondering how far ahead you've thought the story. So if it were to go for 10 years, have you guys thought that far ahead? Or is it a short arc like some stories tend to be?
Oh, shit.
See, this is what we like to call the hot seat.
Yeah.
The hot seat. Yeah.
10 years. Oh man.
10 years. No, have we thought about 10 years? No, but we have thought about we're at least one episode ahead. We have we definitely know what we're shooting next week, and we're good. It's really good.
I feel pretty confident about it.
So, yeah.
We got time for one, maybe two more questions.
Oh, yes. This person over here in the green hat.
I got that.
I think that's a black hat.
Black hat. Well, it was
I saw green.
Ruthie?
green.
Yes.
Ruthie, by the way, was in the Navy.
Yes.
She was in the Navy. She's just retiring
Thank you
right
for your
now.
service.
Oh, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, this is a question for anyone who wants to answer it. You don't have to if you don't want to. Craziest or best pickup line you've ever used that has actually worked on you or has worked on someone else that you've used?
Wow. Peter.
Now wait. Why is that funny? Why? I mean, I get it, but really, let's talk about that for a second. Like, duh, Peter won't have never been picked up. No, I'm kidding. Thank you.
See,
Carlton,
he's
go ahead.
good. He's good. He's got you already.
It's so
You
he's
feel
like,
bad for me?
Hi, I'm Steve Carell.
That's it. That literally was.
I mean, do I have to fucking lay it out for you?
Well, you're the writer, Carlton.
Well, there was a time when we used to pretend I was Klinger and MASH, and that worked a little bit. Only anybody born before 1970 got that one. Believe me, it's better than Steve Carell. Good, you got it. What are you like 20?
I'm just picturing you in a dress right now.
Yeah. All right, moving. Go ahead, Carlton. What was yours?
I don't know. I've been married for like 30 years, so I have no idea. I'm happily married, but I'm like it's so far in my distant past that I honestly I can't jump in there. Ryan,
If you have one. If you don't have one, you can pass. That's a tough one.
I'll tell you one that didn't work. I was at a bar and I overheard two girls talking about Harry Potter, and there was alcohol involved, and I went up to them and I said, my uncle had a Chamber of Secrets in his basement when I was growing up, but it was nothing like that Harry Potter book. And that didn't go well.
It didn't?
No.
Shocker. I think we need to go to the next question. I think that pretty much summed that up.
A girl
you got
in
one?
college.
No one is going to top that.
A girl in college came up to me with this one, and it worked. She said, "If I buy the beer, will you fuck me?" I said, "Oh yeah." PBR? PBR.
Wait a minute, you didn't even buy her a decent microbrew?
No, she bought the beer.
Oh, she bought the beer. Okay, fine.
It's a ladies' world, Sarah.
It is.
Oh,
and
honey.
ladies are the ones that lead us.
Oh, honey.
They
Oh, it
lead
is-
us to things.
Does anybody else have one?
I got one. My dad and I were having a drink in a bar in New York City, and this hippie chick came up to him and found him real attractive. And yeah, she said something talking about her moon was in the 7th house and all this stuff. She went on and on. My dad ripped this one beautifully. He goes, "You know what? My Mercury's in the parking lot, and my son and I are getting the fuck out of here."
Yeah. Thank you. No, it's all right. It's not the first time.
and then there's also hey,
should we
did
see
you
him
know
out?
that I'm in Top Gun?
Have you seen Top Gun? My son's in it.
Yeah. One more question, Carlton.
Yes.
Oh, you know what? There's a lady right down here. If
Oh,
you
yes.
wouldn't
I'm
mind- yeah,
sorry.
right.
Go ahead.
Okay, you mentioned a skill or a event that you had to do to prep for a movie. What is your favorite either skill that you had to research or thing that you got to experience in preparation for a project?
Shooting a gun.
Yeah. Tory.
Boot camp. We did 2 weeks of boot camp for the movie asset Tigerland. And that was cool because they would come in late at night, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and they, wake us up, and then we go out on these ambush missions and, stalk each other, shoot at each other in the middle of the night. So it was crazy.
Did Tom Cruise ever jump out of a bush and shoot you?
Tom Cruise was not there.
How do you know? Tom might have been there. Peter?
One time I had to put on a suit and a tie, and I had to learn how to tie the tie and be like a lawyer or a businessman or a doctor, and it was awesome.
Sarah?
I had to learn to ride bareback. That was pretty great.
A horse.
A
right?
horse.
Yeah.
Jesus. Although, true story, and I'm just realizing this now and turning bright pink. The horse's name was Levi.
I think that pretty much finishes this off, guys. We have very little time. Josh?
SWAT school. I got to go to SWAT school.
Squat school?
Squat school. They teach it in. Yeah, never mind. No, SWAT school. I got to go through SWAT school with the governor, with Arnold.
Wow.
That was kind of fucking cool.
Did you guys, as writers, have to take on anything or learn anything, in, specifically like a
how to answer secret questions?
It's kind of a longer story, but I was in the movie Down and Out in Beverly Hills, and I played a water delivery guy, and I went to Sparklet's water delivery school.
They made you do that, or you electively was like, you know what? I really want to research this.
That's exactly right. I'm like, if I'm going to do this shit, I'm going to do it right.
God bless you, sir.
So So I called up Sparkless and I said, I got a part and I want to come down. And they're like, absolutely, because people who play watermen in movies, it's for shit. They're always horrible. And I'm like, I get down there and we're so good. You can see immediately, you see them, they've got their elbows out. They're going to scrape that thing off on the first stucco wall they get to. You got to have your elbow down. I learned the push-pull method of taking a bottle out of the truck. I learned how to do that thing where you swirl the thing off and put it in the thing without ever spilling a drop. Like, it was awesome.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown. Brian?
I don't have a sparkling water story.
Nobody does.
Yeah. My very first brush with getting something that I wrote produced, I got to go to Sydney, Australia, and spend 6 weeks there working on set, on production, on a movie that sadly fell apart 3 months later after I got home. And but the experience was awesome. I got to work side by side with this amazing director, Alex Proyas, who directed Dark City, one of my favorite sci-fi movies of all time. And it was just an amazing experience through and through. And then the movie fell apart, and I found out on Deadline.com.
So did you learn a special skill, or was a special skill knowing how to be a part of a movie that completely falls the fuck apart when I'm halfway around the world?
That was the...
Fantastic.
Yeah,
okay, copy that. Good.
Yeah.
And Adrian, any special thing that you...
Right here, right now, with these people.
Don't be a kiss ass. What did you learn on Top Gun?
You learn how to carry or land an F-14.
All right.
You remember the bar scene? Anybody? Yeah. Those were real models. All the girls, and they hired...
Talking to your mic. How dare you?
All the bar scene, those were real models that they hired to be, and they were serving real beer. And we started at 8 in the morning. It's a long day. And I remember I managed to somehow stay sober through the afternoon. I had maybe 1 or 2 beers. Everybody else was getting loaded. And I went with one of the girls later on my motorcycle, and she said, that's a whole nother story.
That's a sentence I've never said in my life. I went with a girl on my motorcycle. Go ahead, sorry.
Anyway, we were riding down the jetty in San Diego, and she said, you ride a motorbike? I said, no, this isn't my bike. I learned how to ride a motorcycle in 5 minutes.
What?
On Top Gun.
And not die?
What?
Well, clearly you're alive. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for our cast of Colony, cast of creators of Colony. Keep it going for them. Get out of here, you knuckleheads. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. All the way out of here. Adrian, lead the charge. Go. Go, move it. Move it, get out of here. We got other panels. We got other people. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Aren't they lovely? Did you guys enjoy that? It's fun, right? You're welcome. You're so welcome. Bye. Oh, Josh is still. Oh my God. What's wrong? Are you lost? Oh. Those fucking guys broke my heart, Carlton. All right, well, I'm going to go. You guys had a good time? Fantastic. We aim to please. God bless you guys. Thank you so much for coming. I hope I'll see you all weekend long, and I hope I have some voice to say hi. Yes, huh? Yes. I love you too. I love you too. I love you too. God bless you guys. We'll see you soon. Enjoy your con and enjoy HQ.